mentioned that organizing meetups and stuff like that is kind of a different kind of contribution from code or from documentation. Do you guys think it would also help, or do you find it common to see that there's contributions for things like content? Maybe a particular project that has images or instructional videos. Say if maybe they have a YouTube video listed, stuff like that, to help like understand the community better, or maybe see who's running the project or see what it's for, things like that.
Absolutely. I mean, it's always part of the unsung activity associated with any community is all of the effort it actually takes to build and maintain a community. Ildiko is a community manager, right? So there are literally jobs where that is what you do is trying to keep a community together, keep them collaborating with one another. And onboarding is, anything you can do to make it easier for somebody like yourself when you went into whatever project to begin with, right? Whatever made that easier for you, be it webinars that are recorded or documentation or podcasts or just a mentor, right? And having having a mentor program and being willing to run that, matching people who are willing to help with people who are new to a community. All of those are activities that are very helpful to make a community work and grow. And yeah, they have nothing to do with code. They're all very valuable.
I 1,000% agree. Especially like onboarding educational materials. They are very, very important. And very often they also fall short and just end up being low priority because there's a new feature that the community wants to put out. They are doing some re-architecting, or there's always something on the technology side that the developers are more excited to do. And they also feel that they are better at doing that. Like, oh, why would I record a video? I'm not really good at, presenting. Or, yeah, I would write a blog post, but I'm not really good at writing. Like a tech writer should do that. And you either have a tech writer in that community or you don't. And very often you don't necessarily have people to whom that's their specific profession. So when there's someone who builds up the well, sometimes the courage, sometimes just says that this needs to be a priority now, that is always really, really valuable. And there are usually people who can help reviewing things. For instance, like you wrote up a blog post, but you're not really fully sure about the phrasing, then there will most probably be someone or a handful of people who will go and review it. And then at the end, it will be a great blog post. When it comes to onboarding, like being nice to new people, answer questions on the chat, mailing list, or any communication channel that the community is using. Yes, please. That all goes into community building. That can often be something that is neglected, and content can also help a lot in this, like the intro videos, the demo videos of, oh, I just installed this thing and this is how it went for me, and you throw it up on YouTube, an easy screen capture, and that will probably help somebody else who's trying to do the same thing, but for some reason they got stuck. Or images like diagrams come to mind. I work with a community, and they do have an onboarding slide deck that goes through the architecture of the project. And I do know that there are a few diagrams that are desperately in need of updating, but I personally don't know enough about the deep down architecture of the platform because it's a complex one to do it myself.
I remember watching the OpenStack diagram grow and grow in its number of arrows going between the various components and as things split apart. A bit of history: OpenStack back in 2010 to 2015 was the most frenzied, most popular, busiest project on the planet. It was similar to Kubernetes and KubeCon, but back in the early, like I said, in the 2010, 2012, 2013 timeframe, and it was growing incredibly quickly. And yes, it has complex diagrams.